It works pretty well, but it's not as well tolerated. It doesn't work as well as Adipex, but it's a reasonable drug. There's this thing called Contrave. Do we have any weight loss surgery medication groups sponsoring? Any weight loss medication sponsors today? Nobody's out there? Okay, good. So Contrave sounds like a great name, right? Like Contra, crave. I'm not going to crave food anymore. Give me some of that, right? Because I have cravings. So it's Wellbutrin and naltrexone, like 30-year-old medications. So there's what happens is these drug execs sat around and said, hey, listen, profits are down. We got to fix this. What can we do? Well, there's some data out there that says Wellbutrin and naltrexone put together can cause some modest weight loss. Hey, weight loss, that's big business. Problem is these drugs are generic. Not if we put them together in a combination pill. So they take two generic medications, put them together in a combination pill, and patent it. Guess how easy it is to patent two medications that have been used for 40 years? It's not going to cost you $1 billion a drug like they do. This is a smart businessman putting this together, or businesswoman putting this together. But it's not new. It's a total ripoff. And it works a little bit. I found it helpful for patients who have a lot of sweet cravings. We put people on a sugar detox, and sometimes this medication helps you for the first month or two. Okay, I got 3 minutes. Belviq. It's very similar to fenfluramine, which was pulled off the market. Supposedly, it doesn't have the same cardiovascular effects. It's been out for a while. We haven't seen anything. I'm still holding my breath. I'm still a little hesitant. I'm not concerned about the safety. Same thing, they've got a new drug, Saxenda, $1,000 a month. It's Victoza at a high dose. Victoza is a diabetes med, not a new medication. Been around for a while. Okay, gonna spend the last few minutes talking about some myths. You'll stretch your pouch or sleeve out. This is not, weight regain is not anatomic. It is based on your genetic disposition. It is often based on the resumption of old food addictions. It is based oftentimes on medication. You get started on medications that you, unbeknownst to you, cause weight gain. It can be caused by menopause. It can be caused by a million different factors. But we do not find that smaller pouches cause more weight loss. We do not find that patients who regain their weight have a stretched out pouch. It will open up, the opening will open up a little bit in everybody. Every single person can eat more 5 years out than they could 5 months out. This is a natural response to surgery, but this is not something, you haven't stretched your pouch out that's caused it. Avoid carbonation. Avoid soda pop, diet pop too. But these bubbles will not stretch out your pouch. It's just the laws of physics do not support this as an explanation. Again, this all comes back from the 90s when we started doing these surgeries. And we thought it was all restriction and malabsorption. It's not, it's hormonal changes that are driving the show. And so we have to protect those hormonal changes. What should you not do? You should not go on medications that are not absolutely 100% necessary that cause weight gain. Don't do that. That will raise your set point back up. Carbonation, seltzer water, fantastic. Coca-Cola, a poison. It will undo everything that the surgery has done. Like that. No straws. Again, I'm not sure why. How many people can drink comfortably from a straw? Yeah. In our computer EMR, I have launched a campaign to get the no straws sign off my patients off the list. Can't drink and eat at the same time. Some people do have trouble with this. Most don't.
So wait, I missed that. So you're saying it's okay then to eat and drink at the same time?
Probably, if it's okay for you.
I just want to say, I don't mean to interrupt you, but you're blowing my mind. 6 years of no, don't do this.
Yeah.
Don't drink bubble.
You know, a lot of this stuff stems from this idea that, hey, it's your own fault. You are separate. You are distinct. You need to be set aside here. You're a weight loss surgery patient. There's so much different about you. Sometimes the primary care doctors will tell you, hey, once you have weight loss surgery, I don't even know what to do with you. You're not that different.
I don't buy you from a doctor.
Yeah, I hate to break it to you, but you're really not very special if you've had weight loss surgery. A few things: check your iron, especially if you had a gastric bypass. Keep an eye on that iron. There's a few things, but not much. There's not 42 different rules that go along with being a weight loss surgery patient. Protein first at every meal. I favor a very different approach. I favor that you eat your veggies first at every meal. Veggies keep your set point low. They keep you full. After these surgeries, your body wants to eat these healthier foods. And you're going to crave these healthier foods. They work great. You don't have abdominal pain. Eating a lot of vegetables doesn't send you to the bathroom for the most part. For some people it does, but for the most part it doesn't. Eating fried foods does. So I recommend eating your veggies first at every meal. So I've got a website that has a lot of the videos from YouTube. But we have a Facebook page called A Pound of Cure that we put recipes on, and a lot of people ask kind of nutritional questions there. On YouTube, obviously, as we mentioned, and then the app is called Caloratio. So thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it. I think I stuck right to the There's never been a shred of evidence that supports that probiotics do anything. Cultured foods have like 1,000 different kinds of bacteria. So what I would recommend, if you have some concerns about your microbiome, then I would do cultured foods. But if you have problems with dairy, first of all, don't eat it. If you must, it's probably lactose insufficiency, and so like lactate or something along those lines would work. Yes.
Well, how do you feel about protein powders and BCAAs and all of those fitness type things?
I do not emphasize the use of prolonged protein shakes in my patients. Protein shakes are about preventing starvation. Anyone here think they're going to starve to death? That's not the issue that we see. And so I focus more on foods that are going to help you stay thin and succeed. And I don't think protein shakes are the best. They can be useful. A lot of patients do like them. But it's not something I really emphasize in my practice. Again, made by man, not by nature.
So if you go back to some unhealthy habits or whatever, and as you said, your set point might go up a little bit, you can get back down, is what you're saying.
It's easier to not have
Please tell me you can.
It's easier to not have it go up. Some people it can, some people it can't. It depends on a lot of different factors. If you regained your weight last year, you're in much better shape than if you regained it slowly over 10 years. And again, there's only one way to try, which is to do these things that we just talked about. That's the only way you'll know, right? So the answer is maybe, no way to know.
The answer is embrace the body you're in today.
That's also a great answer. That's a great answer. Is that this is what the surgery did for you. Love yourself. You're better than you were before, and it's okay. Yes.
I've had this sleeve, and sometimes I'm not really hungry, including the shower. And one, and I think I have to eat, and then, or I know I need to eat, but then it kind of stretches out my eating until later in the day. Should I make that time to eat something in the morning?
I probably would try to do that. It doesn't have to be much, a piece of fruit.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Maybe you covered it, but how much water do you recommend? Because we're all like a gallon of water.
Drink if you're
64.
thirsty.
Just drink if you're thirsty.
Right?
Oh.
If your kidneys are failing you, then maybe we'll have different recommendations. But if your kidneys are working, kidneys can adjust to a wide variety of fluid intake. So immediately after surgery, when the risk of dehydration is real, then I put some emphasis on that. But after that, I mean,
Drink when you're thirsty.
drinking a lot of water doesn't cause weight loss. Yes, in the back.
I wonder how you feel about caffeine.
Love it. Addicted to it. Now, what do I think about sugar in my coffee?
Yeah.
No.
Sweetener?
Cream, sweetener? No. Artificial sweeteners are much more dangerous than we give them credit for.
I was almost with you there.
So stevia. Stevia is natural, right?
Okay.
Has anyone ever seen a stevia plant?
Yeah.
Yeah? is it white powder coming out of the ground? No. So it's a totally processed thing. So to say that stevia is natural, this is marketing, this is marketing. This is not reality. So they take a plant and they somehow process it, just like they take sugar cane and process it and get sugar cane. That being said, even if it's natural, that's not 100% guaranteed. Tobacco, 100% natural. Yeah. So, you want to make stevia tea? Go for it. Yeah. But the powder is not. Yeah.
The plant is super sweet.
Yeah. No, I know.
That's sweetness to the tea and take away from that bitter, but
Yeah.
as far as the powder goes.
All right. Thank you so much for your attention. I appreciate it.